Hello Night here, welcome back to my Empire Total War campaign, playing as the Spanish Republic. And one of my subscribers, Mr. Waffles, wanted a general renamed. As now this guy, Celso Marechal, is now called Hernan Saravia. I just need to try and end the turn, I think we're literally at the end turn. I don't think there's anything else I need to do now. We're pushing on to try and destroy the Prussians, which will probably happen in the next turn, I'm guessing. Yep, should do. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I wanted to do actually. I don't know why I didn't actually press end turn. Just to let you know diplomatically what's going on now, it's pretty much everyone in the northeast actually hates us in Europe. Mughals are our allies, Ottomans are friendly but not our allies, and that's because we're at war with places like some of the smaller countries. Venice, I think, is still a problem for us, but they're actually allied with the Mughals. Or no, actually, yeah, no, with the Ottomans rather. So they can't be on our side and on Venice's side at the same time. So yeah, the Austrians and the Ottomans and the Swedes are all pretty much friendly with Venice. As you see, there's hardly anything left to actually fight now. There's still some major nations that we need to deal with, but I mean, Poland has one territory, Prussia has one territory, Sweden has a couple, 2 territories, so we're not in any real problem here, I don't think. We've got to watch this with the Ottomans. We can't attack the Swedes, we've got to wait for them to attack us. But I think we're basically at the end turn, I think. Looking to see if there's any ministers I want to get rid of. No, that's alright, that's fine. It's nothing too terrible, I don't think. We try and kick someone, we might get someone worse, to be honest. So we'll leave that as it is. There's another 7 turns to the end of the election, to the next election. Doing pretty well on our science, as you can see. Pretty much quite a long way down the tree. Are we building an army board? I think we are in Spain, I think. Oh no, we're not yet, so we'll do that next. Okay, let's end the turn. Oh, what am I doing? Are we gonna... Got to decide where we're going to send this fleet, wasn't it? War with Russia. Got a fleet here. I think that fleet was going to go into the Mediterranean. I think. Yep, I think we're going to send that into the Mediterranean. So we'll send it down here. You just press the space. We've still got some more ships here that we can actually utilise. I think these guys here will go to... They're going to go to Indonesia, I believe. East Indies, we'll send them on their way. Okay, I think we can actually end the episode now. I don't end the turn. I don't think there's anything more we want to do. We've blocked these guys in, this fleet here. Excuse me, I do apologise. I've got a cold actually, so you might hear me a little bit more nasally than usual. Yeah, I don't know whether we need to move our agents any further east. No, we're going to end the turn. We'll just see how things go. I think the Swedes lost Stockholm a couple of turns ago, and they've got it back. No, they haven't even got the socket bayonet yet. It's just terrible. Austrians don't have the socket bayonet. Dreadful. I think that's one of the first things that you research. Oh, jeez. That's obviously they didn't like the fact that we turned them down. Okay, well that's made things clearer. That's made things a lot clearer. In Europe, we'll be able to just go for the Austrians and the Prussians now. And that'll give us a lead into the Venice territory that's in Serbia, actually. At one stage it was wholly inside the Ottoman Empire and the Austrians were defending it. Not deliberately, they just had the territory that was to the north of Serbia. Okay, oh gosh. Alright, we'll do that. We've got to try and keep this guy happy, you know. Keep the Ottomans happy until we get them back as allies. I really want to try and clear out the whole of Sweden and Russia before we move on to attacking the Ottomans. Okay, so we're at war with the Austrians, but we've pretty much dealt with the Prussians now. So we're taking these countries in turn, which is the best way to do it in Empire. Always try and keep the initiative, I think, in Empire. It's when you sit back and don't do much in the way of aggression. Let's very quickly do this. It shouldn't take too long. Yeah, I was just saying, if you sit back and just develop your economy and don't have a war with anyone, you'll suddenly find you're outside the alliance systems. Normally there's 2 or 3 alliance systems that build up. Often it will just boil down to 2 alliance systems, and you're either on one side or the other. And if you're not, you're in trouble. You get attacked by 4 or 5 countries, and then the game can end quite quickly for you. Okay, well let's quickly do this. We don't want to mess about too long. Don't have the weather gauge, but that doesn't matter. The wind is actually directly at us, so in our faces, so that means we're going to be a little bit slow attacking. We will still be fine. We've only got 2 ships, both of which are quite badly damaged already, I believe. Boom, let's go for this. Yeah, let's just go straight for them. And we are going to fast forward this. We'll just keep it on fast all the way through. Very much our own fleet. I think we've built all of these ships, I think. Which is not normally my style. I like to try and capture other nations' ships if I can during naval battles. I don't like to build them. I like to take advantage of them. Not sailing very well at the moment here because I'm trying to rush. Yeah, he's going to stop because this guy's going to be in his way, which is a pain. Yeah, we can afford to go straight for this guy. Should pick up the wind fairly soon. Okay. Well, saying that they're damaged, they're not actually damaged, are they, looking at this? Excuse me. I'm just going to take the speed off a bit because it's difficult to get control of the ships otherwise. Excuse me. Okay, we should be in a really good position here. We can actually just take this guy out with the sound. Use chain shot on him. Could actually board this ship. It's only a brig. Right, we need to. If your ships catch fire, it's a good trick to actually turn off auto fire at will. Hopefully they can put the ship's fire out because they're not actually using. We're not using the guys to sort out the cannons. It just means that they should, in theory, be able to put the fire out, which I think they've actually done. So it does work. Do you not believe me? Just a tip there. Say, as soon as you're actually on fire, your ship's cannons off of auto fire at will. Don't use them. Don't fire your cannons at all. And then the ship's crew can then try and put the fire out. It's waving because of hull damage. We've taken out a lot of his sails already. We're just going to keep on at this. Don't want to sink the ship. And back onto fire at will. It surrenders, so we can Go to that. It's nearly gone actually. Okay, we've got some really heavy ships coming now. Continue, because he's actually trying to run away now, so we want to make sure we get into a good position. That was a heavy broadside from this ship that brought them to port. Okay, that's good. That's probably the only Russian ships that are going to bother us for a while. They don't seem to have that many ships anyway. Okay, so we'll add these to our fleet and then send them off trading, I think. Boom. They're gone. There's no other Russian ships coming through. So it'd be focus on Austria in Central Europe at the moment. Oh my gosh, that's not so good. Well, actually, it is actually okay. It's fine. We'll probably sort out the Swedes quite quickly as well. They should only have 2 territories, I believe. And if they've only just taken back Stockholm, we can certainly do something there, I think. Okay, let's get me cash. Okay, Catholic Missionary France. Oh, where is that? Just here. Let's put him up to here. Actually, get them into Holland, Netherlands. Right, I needed to build one of these. I don't need a gunnery school. Let's have a look. Trade agreement cancelled with Austria, so at war with Austria. Although they declared war with Austria, they didn't actually do anything, did they? Didn't actually attack us or anything. Denmark, Brandenburg. Okay, that's where we've done our stuff. Nearly all farms, I think. Look at this. Yeah, nearly almost all farms. I think must have had a technological breakthrough, and that's good. And that's good. So we're done. Okay, so let's now have a look and see what we're going to do here. We're building a port here that will give us first-rate ships. So the first thing we need to do, I think, is let's have a look. There's a port round here we need to blockade. Well, it's good there's nothing in there. It's going to go trading. Excuse me. And he needs to get to a... If you use any of these stargates, you're fine. You can come through. It's just magic. He'll go here. It'll take him longer. He'll go here and then he'll go to Indonesia. That's fine. He's gone. Okay, so we're going to blockade these guys here so they can't get out. That means our guys can now go across the excuse me, can go across the border, although we don't really need to be honest. Let's do that. Let's bring these guys round. Actually, we can do it much quicker than that, actually. On with the ships. Boom, there we go. These guys on board. Take them over to Copenhagen. They'll literally just alright, you want to do that, I want to do that. There we go. Well, let's put this ship back into the fleet. Okay, that's good stuff. Right, so we don't have to worry too much about the... Or do we? I don't think we do have to worry too much about them. Whether we should have brought those guys in as well. What we'll do is just recruit. We'll recruit some guys. And some more infantry, I think. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, we're just going to spam out infantry. There we go. Okay, so we can now think about doing some of these upgrades because we're in a good situation here. We've moved them back away from us. Let's make sure this is actually replenishing. This needs repairing, and all these need repairing. Expensive. Okay, that's done. Got war with the Austrians. Where are the Austrians? These guys here. Let's just take this. Okay, this should be an auto-resolve. Gone. Okay, good. Let's replenish this army. We can move it on its way once we've got full control of what's going on here. Is there a school here? We need to get rid of that. We don't need it. I will just be building another. Let's move down. I think they're the wrong side of the Alps, those guys. We're going to move down here. Let's make sure we're fully replenishing, which we obviously weren't. Excuse me. Still replenishing here. We can take out this fleet here, this Austrian fleet. Looks as if they're mainly gathering around Vienna. We're at war with the Poles as well, so we need to definitely need to replenish this in here. Put this in here rather. Another guy down to here. Okay, so that's a good stack there that we've got. I really want to get rid of the Prussians if I can. So we need to replenish these guys. He did quite a lot of work with these troops. What has he got down here? Have I not got a spy here? Surely. A lot of Russian troops actually. I don't think we can push on to take that yet. But war with Russia and yeah, that's got a fortress, so that's fine. We'll make sure we're going to get replenished there. We need to build up our forces, I think, a little bit. Get quite up to strength. What to do? I'd like to take that fort, and maybe I'll force them on to attack us. It's a good forward position, you see, to actually be there. Replenish these. We're actually really probably in a replenishment phase looking at this. Yeah, I think so. Let's go and see what he's got in there. Yeah, we need to bring up our troops. We need to clear out probably Vienna, and then probably hold here for a little while, just here for like until we can take out Vienna. He has a lot of troops here actually, a lot. And the Prussians have here as well. Let's have a look and see what he's got down here. Even here we need to be quite careful. As I said, we are still replenishing. Spam out some more infantry. I think we'll probably have a naval battle again. I think. Can we move out? Let's have a look. Oh gosh, 12. No, we can't move out. We'll keep the army in there for a turn till that's gone, and then that should be okay. We should be fine. It doesn't look to me like we're going to be doing much in the way of aggression this turn, possibly. Leave that general behind. Put one infantry in. And I think the whole army is going to move down to here. These guys together. Build some more troops here. And some in here. Oops. Okay, and some in here. No, we can't get rid of it here, still repairing it. Okay, so we need to get into position to really do some damage here to this guy. We can go up here. No, we can't get around there. So he's actually, it looks as if he's down this thing. He'll go raiding, which is a bit of a problem. We do have this army here, so I'm not too worried if he goes off raiding. But one unit, you'd be amazed how much damage one unit can do. Need some more troops in here, another 3. We've expanded so quickly that really I'm just looking at replacing some of these troops, you know. Indeed. Could push on, damage this, attack this guy. This is going to sound crazy, but we really need to attack this guy. Get rid of him because we'll lose like 400 guys. Here's the trouble: when you get like 1s and 2s of units around, it just slows up your advance. It slows the pace of the game down. Actually, that's the problem with it. But we're not obviously not in any trouble here. We just maybe got to take a turn to let our armies replenish, and then we can move on to the next phase. Series of attacks on the Austrians, the Russians, and the Prussians, and the Poles. We need to finish these off quickly because, I say, the Ottomans are not allied with us anymore. There was all those units. I don't know if you're keeping up with the game or not. In the previous episode, there was a whole 3 or 4 stacks of troops that were all in position, ready to attack us in North America. Well, they weren't ready to attack us, they were on their ships, which was a little bit of an issue. Why are they there? What are they doing? Maybe they're just having a look around. They obviously don't know that we've taken all of North America, so that's not really their fault, their problem. So we need to saddle up, and I'm going to put the fast speed on this. We're just going to attack with our cavalry as quickly as possible. It's one unit of horse artillery, so they don't really stand any chance whatsoever. They're going to have some fun firing at us if they go over to shrapnel, but they got 1 shot off. Oh, there we go. It's all over. Okay, close victory, but that'll do. That should be gone. These individual units that break off and then cause problems are the bane of my life with this game. I really don't like it. I like it when the AI puts units together, you know, when it has complete control over what it's doing, and it just basically puts huge full stacks out all the time, which is really what I'm after, really what I'd like to see. Let's go here. Go here. Need to damage that a bit more actually. Okay, well we need to put together another. Actually, I've never checked whether this was under control. It isn't actually, so we need to move some troops back in there. There we go. Just -1, but that'll drop away the next turn, so we should be fine. Let's put these guys up here. Let's put him in here. We'll have to move one guy out. Let's move him out. Move him in. Boom, boom, boom. This guy's going to move up to here. That's the beginning of another army that we're going to build up to attack Sweden. I think we're done. I don't think that we're done. We'll have to move back into here to protect here. Yeah, I think we're done. What's happening in North America? I don't think there's anything more in Europe. Oh, we've got to do that. We want to destroy that fleet, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, so if we do that, it shouldn't take too long. We'll just quickly put this on fast forward and try and capture their ships as quickly as possible. I don't think I need more than 3 fleets in this area, in Europe, in this theatre. The ships will be coming back anyway, I think, once we've got all the trading areas tied up. Oh good, we've got what they call the weather gauge, which means that the wind is behind us. I put the heavy ships at the front of each of these lines because it means that all the ships move at the same speed then. Excuse me. As soon as I've got everything tied up, I will... Right, let's go fast forward and we'll quickly try and finish this off. Oh, actually they're going over here now. I need to slightly alter the trajectory of our ships, or the course rather, not trajectory. Having the weather gauge, the wind behind yourselves, means that you can actually control the engagement. I think all of you know that by now. I think if you play this game regularly. I will literally go straight for him. A light galley there, that would be nice to trade with if we can avoid sinking it. Sometimes you get them such a broadside that it ends up destroying them. Okay, the Austrian Navy, such as it is. A couple of 6 rates, 5th rate, and a galley, light galley. So this is not going to cause a full fleet, much of a problem. Let's go straight for him. You should, in theory, be able to cut the line of their ships. We will just take the speed off slightly. That's fast enough, I think. Has he surrendered? He has. I mean, these second-rate ships are very, very good all-round ships. They're not. I mean, even fighting first-rate ships, they're pretty good. They're pretty good ships to have. Need to move down because he's actually through our. I'm going to go for taking out his sails if we can. Always nice to do that if you can. Okay, in fact this is going to anchor, this ship here is going to anchor. We're going to go over to... Oh, it's actually surrendered, so it is all over. It's just this ship now. Just this one. Let's shoot the ship in the stern from here, on the broadside. We haven't sunk this, have we? Oh gosh, that's terrible. The 5th rate was what we wanted, actually. It's nearly gone. Wow. There's quite a lot of broadsides now. We don't want to sink him. Oh, he surrendered. There we go. So a couple of ships. That'll be handy for trade. Yeah. In fact, 3. We did get 3. Boom. Yep, let's send that straight back to here to blockade these guys. And these guys will just do a bit of damage down here. In fact, we'll sit there actually, we'll try and drag some of their ships off. These guys will go trading. See if they can get to Oh gosh, they can just about get to trading. Boom. Send them on their way. Now we're going to leave this light galley in here just to try and pull these guys away. If they do, we'll then maybe attack here. Take this. Some more infantry? I don't really know what we need now, to be honest. We don't need a huge amount of troops. These are all sort of reserve armies that are forming up behind on this main sort of area of population. Can't build here, can we? So we need to build this up as soon as possible. So we can start recruiting in this area. Oh, they've now got this back, Arbo, which is interesting. So we've got three areas that we need to destroy now. What's he actually got? No, he's not. I mean, he's got nothing here at all. Okay, we're okay. I think I'm just going to check out North America because I think there are some issues here. Let's go down here and destroy this. Let's auto-resolve, take the risk. There we go, good. So you can get that. Oh, I didn't even check if this would stay in order. Getting very slapdash. These guys need to replenish. We're going to try and do it all in one, so that means taking off the original replenishment or re-recruitment for these troops and just doing it again basically. They would have taken some hits during this battle, and unless you're very careful, you end up spending a turn only getting them back to a certain level, and the hits that they took in this battle that's just gone will not have been paid for replenishment. Does that make sense, people? What I'm saying? I hope it does. Right, now I can get the whole army up to strength, and then we'll go back to here, and then we'll get on board ship and go to New York, and that'll be the army that will just stay in New York and just act as a deterrent to anyone being naughty, trying to destroy us. We've got quite a lot of troops here actually, just in case get problems with the Ottoman Empire. One never knows. This is the problem we had over here. We had loads of guys here. Now I've got another navy actually. What are we going to do with this? Should we keep it here? I'm not sure we really need so many ships. We'll go to here. We'll keep these guys here. And we'll then eventually we'll move up to New York and amalgamate with this ship here, and these guys here will then sit here. Right, so let's do a little bit more upgrading, and the money will go quite quickly now. The upgrades are quite massive, quite expensive. I've tried in this game to spend a lot more time producing a good economy. In the past I've tended to concentrate on things like the war side of things. That is obviously it's Empire Total War. It's not Empire Total Economy. So I mean that's what we all play for. I expect we're all probably in a similar situation. But this will eat up this cash quite quickly. They've got plenty more coming, of course. Plenty more cash coming. But we're up really almost to the limit of a lot of these farms and things now. Okay, and we're done. Right, we have no presence in India at all. We have no troops. There is a Ceylon went over when we destroyed the Dutch, I think. Went over to a rebel area, so it's possible to grab that. Possibly, I don't know. Let's end the turn and see what gives. Our enemies do. The Austrians should mount some kind of counter-attack, surely. We're not just going to sit. Perhaps we're just going to literally sit in. There we go. That's what we want. We want them to move out. Right. So this is good. We are going to intercept, or are we? No, we won't. Want our armies to to improve and to... See, he's actually moved away from Warsaw. So if we attack Warsaw, he's out. He's gone. He's got one territory. So now would be the time, if our units are up to strength, to attack Warsaw and eliminate them. I know that means pushing ahead rather a lot and leaving our flank with Austria unguarded, but we should be fine. Oh right, so they are gonna try and take the fortress. He's got 2,500 against 2,500, so it's 50-50. He's got one howitzer, so we'd have to send our cavalry out to destroy the howitzer. He's got light cav. We've got heavy cav. Okay, that's fine. We're fine. We can do this. You should never be too passive when you're defending inside a fort. You should always be considering whether you can sally out and destroy, especially artillery, and destroy artillery. It's obviously a good thing to do. Our artillery will be really excellent. Will be useful to sit in the centre of the town square, parade ground where the flag is, and just use it to hit their guys with carcass shot. There's always a theory that you should leave the gate open, and then actually just literally, like a lot of forts in Shogun Total War in the Japanese wars, where they had killing areas. They weren't to keep people out necessarily. They were to invite people in to a certain area where they could all be killed. Yeah, it's just okay. So we even got. Gosh, we even got. So he is gonna normally. They will put the. They will direct the artillery to the direction the guys are going to come on. So we're probably in the right place. We go here. We're all deployed. Let's put these guys just outside the fortress if we can, and probably here. Oop, can't get them outside like that. There we go. If you get them out like this, it'll be fine. It's because they're in a group. Cavalry are no use inside until they break inside the walls, and then we would use them to do the business. Some of these are in pretty strange positions. Bodyguard. Okay. I think we're okay. Okay, let's get these as a group. I didn't actually group them. And we don't want this because this restricts them. They can't actually then saddle up and move around. Here? Can we not go here? It's slightly outside the fort, I suppose. Yeah, so we'll have to go down there to actually get on board. Okay, well, this is not much use to us. I say, if you were gonna open a gate, you could probably do some kind of internal fortification here, and then literally open the gates, send your cavalry out, let them chase you in, and then you'd have a kill zone just here. You could put maybe trenches, or if he's got a lot of cavalry, you'd use these cheval de frise. But let's go for this. Go down here. We're going to try and take out his artillery, as we've said. He does have quite a lot of hussars. See if we can hit these guys. Darling. Quite in range. Militia. It's his artillery, isn't it? Just hit it. Let's quickly go over here as fast as we can, get out of range. Sometimes he will try and he'll try and move around. So I've got to move guys on the fortifications. He'll try and move around to attack a different part of the fortifications. Let's go up here, around the gate. What we intend to do is to charge in when his infantry start climbing the walls. I I think his artillery's gone. Oh no, no, it hasn't quite. Let's try and hit these guys. This is a pretty dumb kind of attack he's doing here, to be honest. It's not going to succeed in any way. Oh my gosh. These guys are actually outside the fort. I just noticed that. It's weird. Should have checked that. So it's quite clearly moving along here. We're not firing. These are howitzers, so they should be pretty effective. He's kind of formed up to deal with my cavalry, which is a bit weird. We've only got one unit coming on here, so excuse me. I think we're kind of a bit over. Got too many units on that side of the wall. Okay, so he's now moving forward. These Cossack infantry. So we're just going to move a little bit further back, where he can get a shot on us. We've still not got this guy. He's getting a bit annoying. 1, 2, 3. I think what we're going to do, he's got 300 guys there. We're going to go over here, and then we're going to attack. We're going to attack these guys. That will just leave him infantry. Come on, guys. Let's see if we can hit this guy. There's my cav. This guy's going to get shot unless he's careful. Right, we're going to give up on that. We're going to give up on the artillery side of it. We're going to use the artillery on these guys, or on these guys. Grenadier regiment. That'd be a good regiment to attack. Let's just do this. Up. Should have one unit that can move around and attack those, and these two can go in. That should end that. Not sure what the artillery's firing now, to be honest. They're gone. They're gone. Artillery's gone yet? Not quite. These guys should be losing. Okay. He's rushing back. Got 63 against 79. Okay, he's firing at me. God damn it. Stuck in. Okay. So the cav are causing quite a few problems for them. The artillery are just gradually wiping them out. I think that's it. Has he got any more troops? I don't think he has. Oh, he's got these guys over here, so I don't quite know what they're doing. Cavs gradually disappearing, but that's not a problem for us. That is not an issue at all. we fixed here. There's just no way he's going to take the fortress. Let's hit this square. So he's seen us off, but that's not. I don't really mind about the Cav. Cav had all units that were a little bit depleted already. What we did have was these guys, they're winded. What we did have was the artillery. Done a lot of damage to their guys as they're running around. We're not going to be able to hit cavalry, so let's hit the those guys. These guys not firing the artillery. There's artillery here on the parapet. Let's run, get into position. Okay, this is all good. He's got 2 units that are kind of facing off down here for some reason. I don't know why. They're just slightly out of range of our artillery, but these are not. These guys. I'm going to fast forward this because he really does not have a chance. So what we need to do is keep hitting them with our artillery. It's weird. He's going over here all the time. It's really strange. Oh, I suppose they're chasing. That makes sense because they're chasing that, but you know, the rest is a bit crazy. Oh, now they're coming round to maybe cause us a problem. Let's hit this unit here, this Cossack infantry. Okay, howitzers are ideal for defending a fortress. Obviously, mortars are perfect. It's very, very accurate. But howitzers have that flexibility that's very useful. Right, so he should, in theory, be walking past my guys who should be firing at him. Should literally just be shooting them to death. Are they firing? I can't see them firing. Okay, well, we're gonna. What's he got there? They're only militia. There's ours on foot. Got a regiment here, a whole regiment. I don't think they even got to the top of the fortress, did they, to be honest? Not sure what these guys are doing. Should be fine. I think he's... yeah. Okay. It's all over. Bother crying. We lost 296. They lost 1800 nearly. Sent them back. I don't mind them doing raiding. That's not really an issue for us at all. We haven't really developed any of this side of the front line, so it's not really a problem for us at all. We might be able to take Riga, possibly. Certainly want to take Minsk. Maybe once we've cleaned out Austria, that's what we really need to do. Wow. So let's go through all this first. New town, Central Italy. Let's go for that, and that, and that. Lots of vineyards in Italy. Okay, so we've done that. New town in Central Italy, Florence. New town in New Haven. Let's go for that. Whilst we're here, I'll just continue moving this army up here. Yeah, it's moving back to... yeah, that will be fine, let's go. It's dropping away, 10 are predicted. Whilst we're over this side of the map, we'll carry on. I'm just literally going to sit here, I think. And the other army will, as I say, sit in New York. Now I'll bring the fleet up from the Caribbean. Bring the fleet up to New York. It's going to be pure luck whether this fleet can ever intercept anything that comes on the map. If someone's going to invade us, they've got the whole of North America. It'll be just chance whether we're able to see them and destroy them. Basically, it'll just be luck. So in some ways, it's not really even worth keeping a fleet there. But we've got ships everywhere else. We've got so many other ships that are around. Georgia's gone, so Russians have obviously dealt with that. Let's go for official port. Just doing some random upgrades now. I've got a feeling this needs to be upgraded. Oh, it doesn't. Surprising. Enemy raid. Yeah, so he's having his fun. Construction report. Fleet arrives. There should be stuff arriving over here. Right, so let's just do a tour first of all to see where the enemy is. There's nothing there, so we can put a ship in to this one. So look around here. Alright, so we've got some Russian ships that are not going to cause us any problem at all. Those guys in here. Have we got an admiral here? We have. So fleet arrives. I think this was the other fleet. Recruitment report. We'll go through that in Europe in a moment. Workers on strike. Where's that? Is it really? Are they really on strike? I don't think they are they? No. So this army can move forwards. Well, it's replenished. Path blocked. Right, we're going to go back to here. I think we do need to attack here, I think. I'm not going to auto-resolve. We'll try and get as many of these ships as possible so that we can trade. And then once we've got a ship in every single trade port, we'll send the rest of the ships back to... I don't know where to send them back to, really. Maybe Europe. Yeah, maybe back to Europe. I'm having second thoughts about having put those ships in North America, to be honest. The main problem we're going to have here is if they try and run away, because they are faster than us. They're all tiny ships, and they're not going to be easy to catch if they run, which they will do. I'm sure they will run, because they literally have no chance of beating us. So we're just literally going to go through the centre of them. That's the theory. They used to keep coming towards us, although he has turned. We've got to try and work out a course that will put us either side of him. His line of troops, his line of ships. He's actually coming straight into the wind, so he isn't going to be particularly fast. We can turn now, I think. And if we sink one or two of these, it doesn't really matter. We've got a lot of ships here that can act as trading ships. Just put that on to normal speed. I have one squadron that will keep going around this turning point. There's a turning point just here where they turn in the line. So I want to keep going down here, close as we can to that turning point. It's a galleon, gosh. Well, it's probably the best ship to take all the hits, to be honest. See, the issue is that if he turns down towards the north, we're going to be in trouble. These are all brigs, I think. Sloops, brigs. It's a typical trading setup. It's always best to put a little kink in your line of attack. You can go in here to try and stop them if we can. So we're not going to be able to. Okay, so he's now trying to pull away from us, although we do have ships that are now quite a long way down here. So it's kind of in the jaws of the bear now. See if we can basically get a bit of a fight going on here with this guy. A little bit too long downwind, to be honest. Just need to station the ship quite a long way down in case they run. He's gone, surrendered. Let's go around here. I don't want to sink them if I can avoid it. Okay, so we're basically trying to board everything so that we can take them without destroying the ships. In fact, it seems to be working okay because they are surrendering the moment we board. Okay, that's gone. That's gone. That's quite gone. So hull damage, it's surrendered. Yes, it has surrendered. 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 Just this ship now. Should go pretty fast. Throw the grappling hooks over. There you go. Grappling hooks are on, so he's now in trouble. Wavering. Concerned at hull damage. All our guys are waiting to dive across and attack. Let's continue. I think he's trying to run. That's it. Now we can start. Right, so we've got all these ships that can take up the slack of being put on the trading ports. That will release a lot of these ships. Gosh, I've got a lot actually. And they're not particularly expensive. None of these ships are particularly expensive. So we'll bring the fleet down. I'm just going to have a bit of a look round to see. What? Okay, so we've got some Prussians here, so we can deal with them. This can go down to join here. We can put these guys over here. And put these guys on here. And let's look over here. Nothing, so let's go there. And let's put this guy here. So it was only the Prussians and the Russians that had anything in here anyway. We're just about to deal with them. What do we need? Sloop. Yeah, I think we just deal with these guys. Oh gosh, that was stupid. Just silly. We tried to use one ship. Right, we'll quickly do this, and then we'll send the rest of the fleet back. I think to Europe. I think. Yeah. And then we'll only leave one. We don't need any more ships. As I said, it's going to be pure luck whether we can intercept anyone who tries to move an army onto North American soil. And we'd need a huge fleet, and it just isn't worth the effort. If you keep a small army with one ship, or just a stack rather, with one ship. That should be fine. Maybe, you know, one stack in New York, one stack in the Caribbean. I found that's normally enough to actually hold on to. Can't do this. There we go. And +1 sloop maybe to literally just keep them mobile. There they are. Let's go for them. Again, I'm going to fast forward this. It's very rare in Empire, well, even at the beginning, that I get naval battles where it's massive fleet against massive fleet. It tends to be just odd little squadrons against a huge fleet in my case, because I always keep a massive number of ships together. I never go out, same as armies, it's always worth having a full stack. You know, never actually release a full stack, a less than a full stack rather, into the battlefield. Doesn't make sense. Got a 5th rate, which is actually damaged. It's only got 21 guns. And this has only got 37 out of 48, so pretty much in trouble. Again, the main problem will be if he turns and runs. Don't worry about what else he does. Just go straight through. Just turn slightly more now. We should go right through the middle. And we need to move some ships. Let's put the sloop down here. Fighting at such speed is quite difficult, to be honest. I'm going to take the speed off. This squadron really isn't in a good position at all. We're now going to have the wind behind us. He's going already, to be honest. Down to 19 guns. When you've got a crew 115, I mean, you've got 167 there, so pretty good nick. So maybe board the ship and do quite a lot of damage to them. He's still got quite a lot of speed up. I'm going to sink him if I can avoid it. Let's go for sails. He's going to try and knock his sails off. These guys can fire on him because they're further away. Taking out any sounds yet. Let's go over to see if we can keep this guy. Quite heavily manned, these ships, these little sloops and corvettes and stuff. They're better. Yeah, I've left the rest of the fleet behind really because we're in pretty good nick here. He's got 58 guys, 162. Let's board them. Can we not board them? Oh, it's because this guy's boarding. Let's go for it. Okay, this should all be over soon. No, let's go further south. Sorry, southwest. Okay, that's fine. Move some shits further south. We've got 58 guys, we've got 3 times that many. And this guy's got 97, and we've got 156, so that may not go quite as well for us. We've got the pirates. Got him now, I think. Is he going? You know, we've got a lot of guys who are going to go across here. Attack. There's very few guys on deck, as you can see. It's not going to be able to. Oof. I did something wrong there. I think we need to. I think by doing the oh, he surrendered, that's why he moved away. I thought by doing the automatic fire he was going to run away. We're not going to get this guy. We need to really try and sort him out. Let's fast forward this because we need to end this. We're getting up to about over an hour episode now, so we need to make sure we end soon. There we go. Close victory. So this is all kind of done now in this zone, and we'll move the guys back to Europe as we said. Boom. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? I think he's going back to Europe. Well, no, actually he isn't. He's going to go to here eventually, and this guy will also trade. He'll go here. And this guy will go here. Excuse me. Okay, these guys need to go back to Europe. Done the business. We've got all the trading positions, I think. Indeed we have. These guys will go here. Okay, thanks for time watching. I'll be speaking to you very soon. We've still got a lot to resolve in Europe, as I've said. We're now at war with practically everyone. It's now not so funny anymore. We're getting to that stage of the game where everyone hates us, and there isn't really any way around that. It's the penalty for being successful, really. In fact, there is no way around it. We've got to try and take out maybe Vienna and maybe Warsaw, but that'll be in the next episode. Thanks for your time watching. Be speaking to you very soon. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.